No. Well, do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
I always love that shit.
Always a good laugh there.
All right, you guys. 10 p.m. Sunday night, July 12th. The Tang Clan is back. Welcome aboard. With me, as always, is Jeff. What's going on, my brother? How you been?
Man, recovering from last night. That's how it is.
Forever recovering from the night before.
Pretty much. That's how I live life a lot of the time.
We just had Frank on briefly. Frank's going to be with us a little bit later. He's driving home from the Fedor SVB Race to 50, the King of the Hill promotions. He was with us. He's driving home. It's a little bit of a Diana-ish connection. It's a lot of echo, a lot of noise going on. But we're going to bring him back to talk about the event later, because obviously he was there front and center doing all that stuff. But we're known for our opening chit chat. What more to talk about than as you guys can probably see the background with the Connor's leg and me and Jeff in the octagon here. UFC 329. We're obviously both ravenous fans. I remember in the 90s having to go rent the first couple tapes at a video place, and they used to keep them with the pornos like back behind the doors, and you used to have to put it in a black bag. It was so like taboo to watch Ultimate Fighting back in the day, but now it's greater than boxing. It's I think it's the one thing that everybody in the fight game chats about. It used to be, oh, did you see the Tyson fight? Now it's like, oh, did you see fucking Sugar Sean or Conor McGregor?
Man,
what a man! I'm a Conor McGregor fan. I know there's a lot of iffy takes on him. A lot of people hate him. A lot of people love him. I can't help but be a fan of Conor McGregor.
It sucks. This sucks. Like, we all wanted a fight out of this. Like, no one wanted him getting hurt 10 seconds into the fight. Like, that's just such a letdown.
Especially me and you. I was telling you yesterday, I never use any of those gambling sites. I mean, my mom was a big gambler, and I could have probably went to Harvard with what she spent at Sam's down in Las Vegas. But so me and my dad are like, gambling is like shit to us. I've bet football before. I used to enjoy doing that, which is probably the wrong thing to say for a guy who was a traveling pool hustler and shit like that. But I mean, I'm not a fan of gambling like that. But I hopped on the sites. I had to quickly put in my $20 to bet on Conor, because I was just feeling it.
Yep.
He's back. It's fucking magic. He's singing Oasis at the weigh-in. It was like everything. This is 2015 again. Everything is live. Man,
just immediate letdown.
I wish I had the clip. Last time I played the Ronda Rousey 10-second fucking clip, I got a flag, so I don't want to do that. But man, it's and what I hate is the guys that are like, when we call them like the 950 Fargos, the people that are in the chat rooms of pool matches going, oh, that's bullshit, I could have made that shot. And the people that are doing it now, that are talking about, oh, he was hurt before, and conspiracy. Yeah,
and it was something to look into. But then you go back and you watch him just before he came out doing his warm-ups and everything.
He was doing the switch kicks.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. I mean,
he took a little bobble, taking off his shoes. So what? Every 40-year-old does that.
Right. My initial thought was maybe he was hurt, maybe something was a little tweaked, but you go back and you look at it, he was good to go.
And there's that distant footage of him walking into the rehabilitation place.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you didn't see like all the cups on his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the people that are like, "Oh, hang it up, retire," are the people who have never competed in their lives, or
he's
wish they could compete.
probably hanging it up and retiring at this point, though. Like I
See, I
don't
don't think so. I think this is just the opposite. I think this, like, if anything, he's going to come back and get one more fight.
And he might. It'll be an interesting thing to see. I just, man, at a certain point, because it's not like when he left 5 years ago that he was going out on a high note, and it's not been a very. He wasn't on the upswing 5 years ago, really, when he left. So we'll see. I wanted the fight to happen. I wanted a good fight. If he got knocked out in 30 seconds, fine. He got knocked out in 30 seconds, but not to snap your leg. That sucks.
Man, and he's just like so dejected. He like walked out, didn't even, just right to the car, right through the tunnel, right through the car, barefoot. Just done. I'm done with this shit. Man, it's crazy. I wanted this so much. I wanted to see vintage Connor, and especially since I had a 2-leg parlay, where I had Patty by a win, and then Connor. I just needed Connor to do something, and I would hit the pay window.
Man, Patty just. Let's get Patty versus Max up on the card. Let's go.
Yeah.
Neither of them fought this week, so put them up and let Max lose some weight and put him up in 3 months. Let's go.
There's a bunch of fun fights that can happen for Patty. I like. My dad never like knew who he was or seen who he was, and I had to show him a bunch of Patty stuff, and he's a fan now. I mean, how could you not be a fan of the guy?
I hate the guy. I'm never going to bet against him, but I hate him. He is like a mixture of Josh Filler and Jason Shaw put together, and I hate everything about the guy. That being said, if Emily Frazier has any sense in this world, if Eddie Hearn has any sense in this world, they will get that man under contract and have him sitting on a VIP couch in Orlando at the Mosconi Cup.
Yeah, we listened to Scott Frost and Carl Boyes all weekend at the Fader thing. How exciting would that match have been if Patty Pimblett's on the microphone?
Or if he's just there in the crowd. Like, do you understand what that does for their ESPN ratings?
Oh, yeah. He's a spark plug.
He's a spark. Immediately, people will tune in because Patty's there. And they will do numbers they have never seen. And he's their boy,
Yep.
He's a Brit. Get him over there. Like, this should be simple. Eddie Hearn, the Hearns, they're, they want to go after Dana White's people. This is it. This is your opportunity.
Yeah. And that Liverpool accent. How the fuck do you know what he's saying?
I don't have a clue what he's saying.
Connor, you can make it out and it's clear, but Patty, it's who's fucking next, eh?
Yeah, I mean, my goodness.
Oh man, what a fun fighter!
Did you see the interview of him while he was watching the McGregor fight?
It's over already.
He's done, retired. I'm the next guy up. I'm the main guy now. Like, this dick. Yeah, no, fantastic.
Man, there's a lot of people poking fun. Did you see the clip of Jake Paul doing the grabbing his knee and going and he fell into his pool? It's really shitty for a guy who just got his face broken apart in 3 pieces.
Well, it's okay.
It's a shitty thing to happen.
He doesn't. Jake Paul needs to keep his mouth shut because Conor McGregor could be his next fight.
Very, very much so. Yeah.
Like that, the Jake Paul Conor McGregor fight is coming. It's just it's a matter of time. Whether it's next year or the year after, we're getting it.
The guy hit a ton at like 140 pounds. I would hate to see him at like 190, 200.
Yeah.
It's probably like a sledgehammer. But it was they talked about some stat. There was 8 first round finishes on the cards last night. It was the most. I think 7 was the most ever. With Conor's fight being considered a first round finish.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was 8 first round finishes on the card. I didn't realize there was 8
first round finishes. I somehow missed that. I don't know. I watched every single fight, and I somehow didn't realize there was that many finishes that early.
The prelim card, one guy who fell far, man. I feel so bad for him because he was a champion, and he lost those 2 fights to TJ Dillashaw when he was on steroids. It was Cody No Love Garbrandt.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the guy was put on a pedestal years ago, and now he's getting knocked out like the first fight of the night, first 2-3 fights of the night.
Yeah.
Man, it's no love, no more. And the other guy was Gable Steveson, man.
Mm-hmm.
World champion wrestler, gold medal Olympic wrestler. Tried to do the WWE thing and follow the Kurt Angle route there, and he got eaten up and spit out. That's a tough physical thing for a lot of people. I mean, Kurt Angle compared to the average human or the average wrestler was superhuman.
Yeah.
Guy won the Olympic medal with the broken freaking neck, and anybody else after that, it's like they're just child among men.
Yep.
But Gable Steveson, he looks great. I guarantee you some of those fights aren't they're enhancement fights, so to speak. But he's 4-0, 4 first-round finishes. He's getting trained by Jackson Wink and John Jones, and those are good people to have in your corner.
No doubt about that.
Yeah. So good for him. And then the main card was awesome. The first fight of the night, the King Green fight.
Cannot believe that fight ended that way. King Green should have lost that fight 38 times over, and like he asked the guy to take him to the barbecue, and while he's getting killed, and the guy's like, "Okay, fine, yeah, sure, I'll let you up and let you live," and just gets killed for it. Like, what in the world? That was the dumbest fight.
At the point of the first round, King Green is busted open. I think he's busted open like 30 seconds into the fight. Just covered in blood. The whole match just red at this point. First fight on the main card.
Yeah, and 4 minutes and 30 seconds in, I'm like, this fight's King Green is dead. I bet the other guy, I'm in good shape. This is great. And then it's just like, wait, what?
Even when the guy was almost getting choked out, he's a minute from an embarrassing loss. He's got an arm around his neck and he's punching backwards and calling the guy a bitch.
Yeah.
How fucking awesome is that?
That's insane.
That's I wish Paramount was better at showing the full replay of everything. But if you guys get a chance, watch that King Green fight because that shit was awesome.
I still think the round was over before they blew it dead. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me with having money on the line that I lost. I just go.
It's always horrible when you see, and this has only happened one other time with the Max Holloway Justin Gaethje fight with the meet me in the middle thing, is when you see somebody has a win at 4:59 of the round.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck is that possible?
Yeah, it just sucks. Unless you bet it that way, and then it's like glorious. Because
of course,
I've been there. I've been there. Been on both sides of this coin.
Man, I told you last night I never been on one of those gambling apps before, but I can see people just fucking.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put my son's tuition in this shit.
Yeah. There's a lock. I'm gonna bet it all. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. You could bet anything. We're talking about it. It was Czech Republic table tennis.
Yeah.
You can bet on. Oh man, I could see when I was exercising, I would have been all night.
Yeah.
Give me Angel Reese rebounds for a dime. Oh man. Anyway, UFC. What for something that was developing into such a good card after Patty? I was so fucking pumped up, and then you hear that Sinead O'Connor song, and Connor comes out. It's like, man, wow, this is really happening. This is going to be great, and sure enough, yeah. It was like the '80s in a Mike Tyson fight when you had to call in to pay-per-view. How much is it? $75? Sure, bill it to me.
Yep.
And then the shit was over in 30 seconds.
30 seconds, yeah.
He hit somebody with the left uppercut, and it was fucking lights out. You still had to pay the bill. Yeah, poor Connor. I hope. I have a feeling as a competitor, I can't see like you just let this shit go. Like maybe he even if he won or had a good showing, it could have been his last fight. But I think now he's definitely going to at least have one more.
One more, yeah.
And good on Max Holloway because he's a sport and a good guy. Because he was telling the guy, like he was telling the ref, like, hey, his leg's broken. I'm not going to continue hitting him.
Right.
Yeah, and even he must have had his best payday, because as soon as Conor walked out of the ring, he was like, "Let's run it back." That is UFC. UFC 329 in a nutshell. I guess we get 15 minutes before we bring Frank on. Let's get into some pool stuff here.
Yeah, we actually had some pool happen.
Yeah, we had some pool happen.
Oh my gosh.
You want to do natties, or you want to do the theft thing first?
Let's do the natties first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get into that a little bit.
National championships.
Yeah. All 73 people that showed up across all the events, but still, hey, they showed up.
Dubuque, Iowa.
Gorgeous venue.
Good on Shane for having his race this weekend in South Carolina, and for showing up in this and taking place in an events. These are events. Obviously, there's not a lot of people going up, but the prize was $10,000 per discipline.
Yeah, it's good money.
They had everything from straight pool to disabled pool to
everything.
Women's 8, 9, 10 ball straight pool, men's 8, 9, 10 ball straight pool, juniors, seniors.
Yeah, everything.
I didn't watch much of this. All I pretty seen what was going on was from Melina Mike, who was out there killing it, man. What a great backdrop he had with his interviews, and everybody that was there. I'm pretty sure he had on camera, including Johan. He's not at a loss for any type of great guest or anything on his show, but out there with Collins, and they were killing it, and it's just a solid event. I don't know why it was free, right?
Yeah, free stream.
Free stream.
The commentators on the stream were a little but
what are you
it happens. Free stream's free stream. It's free stream.
Yeah, they're not cashing the checks.
Right.
That's the player's job. That's our job to get out there and handle that. But I'll tell you who was out there handling fucking business and taking no names. Miss Savannah. Let me. I wrote this down. Here's Savannah's weekend or week at the national championships. She took gold in women's 10 ball, under 19 8 ball, under 19 10 ball. She took silver in women's 9 ball and under 19 9 ball, as well as bronze in under 19 straight pool, and she took home some type of academic award. Holy shit. So if this is $10,000 per, obviously she's cashing out for 30. Here's 2 more. Whatever second place was, $5,000.
Yeah, that's a good little week.
Yeah, and this is what other people could have went out there and had the same type of week.
Savannah might be the best U.S. female pool player.
Yeah, for the age.
I don't even care about the age. I'm just saying I think she might be the best U.S. female pool player. I mean, the only person who really beat her that was a U.S. female pool player this weekend was April, and that was in the finals. And that was April can still play.
That was to me, that was like just somebody's a little bit more of a veteran, than the other, and that's all that was in that.
And good on April, because she lost early and came back to the B side to win that thing. So good on her. Good on her for getting a win.
Yeah, I always talk about her. She's a very beloved individual.
Yeah.
People talk about her from coast to coast. I'm not. She's all the interactions I've had. She's been a complete peach to me. I don't see her finishes that equate with her popularity, but that's just me. That's just me being a nitwit. But she's very she's out there. She's active. Yeah. She's driving around to all these spots, so good on her for doing all that hay ball shit, and then coming over here and playing completely different games and still placing and being great out there. So good on her.
Yeah. Men's 10 ball. Obviously, SVB departed before the 10 ball started, so he didn't have a chance to snap that off. But our great U.S. hope, Justin Bergman, comes through and takes care of business and gives us W there.
Yep.
And as we found out, obviously Shane can no longer play pool, but he apparently decided to play 9-ball in Iowa and snap that event off.
Yeah,
and
see, it's no.
Hunter Lombardo in the finals too. Like, good on Hunter. We don't get to talk about Hunter a lot. He doesn't go. He's always in your last 64, last 32, but that's about where it ends for him on the major stages. But hey, getting heads up here versus Shane, it was still a decent field you had to go through there. I mean, there was only 44, 45 players in it, but it was still a competitive field.
Yeah, we even talked about when Frank was on last week. There was a local kid that we both knew. This kid Dylan Spohr out there playing Shane, participating in it. That should have been everybody's goal. They'll go out to these small pots and places like Griff's for their version of the U.S. Open and for $10,000 there. Here's a chance at national notoriety in a national championship as well as getting a nice payday.
Yeah, this is a week
with nobody out there.
Right, this is a week where you would really expect to see Billy and Sky show up and show out. I mean, a lighter field. In theory, it's an easier payday. I'm not saying it wasn't a talented field. I just said it was. So it's still a talented field, but it's still smaller, so it's easier to get through.
With not one Asian out there.
Right.
No yaps and
no
all these guys.
And like Polish. There's no Polish players. I mean,
they should have been circled on everybody's calendar.
Yeah.
I just seen that we got Frank on, so we're going to bring Frank on. He's driving home from South Carolina right now. We're gonna put aside the natties for a second. I think we covered all the natty stuff. We're going to talk about the Shane versus Fedor race right now, which Frank was at because he's Fedor's guy. So let's let Frank in. There he is.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Real quick, I got some breaking news. Just got the phone with Federer. Him and Josh Filler are coming to the Vice City Classic at the end of this month also.
Nice.
Oh, excellent.
And are they going to be the new, the next in this King of the Hill?
That will be the next Hilltop match from what I'm being told. But Federer said tonight he'll play anybody. He don't care.
Yeah.
Well, of course he doesn't care.
And he started naming names too. He said Yap, Wu, Chua. He don't care. I'll play any of them.
and they're all going to be at this place in South Carolina?
I believe it might move around a little bit. I'm not 100% sure, and neither are they. It was kind of a, promotion thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
So what's you were obviously on hand there, just as a viewer, spectator. You didn't have any behind the scenes stuff going on, or you just there in support?
Federer asked me to come down, do content work for him. So I did pictures, video, everything like that. And then while I was there, I'm going into a rain store. It might be a little loud, but while I was there, I did some work for the Hilltop people too. Kind of helping out a little bit.
So what was the vibe like in the crowd? Was there what would you say was the capacity of the crowd there? 40, 50 people?
About 27, 28 from what I counted. There was not a ton of people there.
And this was all invite only?
It was all invite only, yeah. Johnny Archer was there. Tommy Kennedy was there. Lori John Brown was there. And then Ivan Lee from Simonis was there. Of course, Shane's manager, Jason Weir. Johan was there. He was sitting with me for a while.
Nice.
Bobby Hilton from the Shark Stream, he was there. It was a low key type thing, but it was like kind of like I don't know the best way to describe it. It was low key, but it was like kind of like a cool chill vibe, I guess I should say.
I heard Johnny Archer cool was in rare form.
He was, yeah. Johnny made a comment that I kind of stepped back, and he had said that he's going to make a run for Mosconi this year.
Yeah?
And, I mean, Johnny was a killer in Mosconi years ago.
Oh, don't we know it?
But I
Classic
don't know.
Mosconi.
I don't know if Johnny's got that gear anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, everything's jumbled up right now, and I know obviously it's going to change, in the coming weeks and everything. We were talking about Max, and Max is 10th spot or around there.
Yeah.
He could feasibly make a run at it.
Yeah, I think anybody that's in America right now, and this isn't like to say that we're watered down, but I think that anybody that's in America right now attending the Matchroom events has a chance.
Yeah.
You just
I
gotta
don't,
go.
Lucas going down. That opened a big spot with Lucas going down, actually.
Yeah. Didn't it? Yep.
Yeah, I mean, go deep in 2 events or snap one off, and you're in.
Yeah, I mean, you can go down to something like the Vice or out to like the Phoenix Open and do well, and you could be in the top 5 just with one tournament.
And even the Arizona Open, I think, is probably the best shot because it is single elimination, so it eliminates so much variance. If you get the right draw and people have some bad matches early, you
get some guys. Yeah, you get some guys kicking the shit out of each other on the upper side of the bracket. You're doing all right.
Yeah, because single elimination, you don't have to worry about them coming back to the B side and hurting you on the second stage of the thing. Just get lucky and win 7 matches, and you're in.
So Frank, the table that they were using, they were playing on a Rasson, and there was an issue
table,
with there was an issue with the pockets, or it was just that they were 4.5.
They were 4.5. The table mechanic was right there. He that table was dialed in. I don't know where the people on the chat were bitching about. That table was completely dialed in. Table it was 4.5-inch pockets with Simonis cloth and Aramith black balls. Now the room itself was very cool on the inside. They kept the air conditioner very nice. So I think because of the new felt and the cool conditions, there was no humidity in the room whatsoever. That ball was sliding. Because there were a couple times that Shane and Federer, they were just smashing balls in, and I mean dead center pockets, but there was no there was no grip really. The balls are just kind of glided in very, very softly.
So the end of day one, we were Fedor was 25-22.
Yeah,
that was how day one ended, and then today, day two, it was man. There was a lot of people shitting on Shane today. He just didn't want to be there.
Yeah, Shane.
It wasn't his day.
So Shane had 2 misses on day one that cost him a total of like 19 racks.
Mm-hmm.
Federer pushed out at one point, and Shane gave it back to him. And I think Federer got 10 racks off that push out, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the 2-ball.
Right.
And Shane, Federer makes it, or I'm sorry, it was the 4-ball. Federer makes it, and he gets out and just starts stringing racks together.
Yep.
In the beginning, Shane blew a 7-1 lead.
Yeah, he was 7-1, and then Federer immediately caught him. Then he opened up another 7-rack lead, and then that's when this happened, and it just
I think the score was 19-12, and then next thing you know, it was like 22-19 or something.
Yep.
And the one thing I'm not trying to name drop, but there was a whole bunch of us at the tables, me, Scott, Carl, Johan, and everything. And we had mentioned that Shane was still getting up early in the morning at like 7, 8 o'clock and doing his regular routine. He would get up, he would go work out, breakfast, etc. But he wasn't playing until 6 o'clock at night, and then having to play until 12, potentially 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
He's done it today.
Federer was sleeping late, not getting out of bed until like 11. And then he would go and do his day. So he was getting like that extra time. The stamina, I think, on that helped him out to where he was playing. He wasn't tired by 9, 10 o'clock at night. And also Federer's, 16 years younger than Shane.
Right.
Too.
That's a hell of a difference.
I don't think Shane has adjusted to his former years. He's still playing and doing the same routine as he did when he was 20, 22, and he hasn't adjusted.
Well, the fish
to being
don't bite
until
until 11 o'clock at night.
Right, exactly.
He's up in the morning catching fish at 6 a.m. It's
Yep. Well, that should be Shane's new thing. We start playing at 8 o'clock in the morning from now on.
And I was
talking to. I think he'd love it. I was talking to Johan today about. We were just talking about mechanics and body language and things like that. And Johan had said, Shane being slumped over in the chair at one point. I think he was playing on his phone or something. He wasn't singling out Shane specifically. He was just saying that a lot of players, when they have that, that slump down, he said he thinks that it kind of makes players more tired, more they're not up, they're not upright, there's not blood flowing through their body. I mean, I'm not a doctor, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I kind of got what he was saying, that like if you're attentive and up and ready to go, you've got a whole, I don't know, inner chi, whatever the hell fuck you want to call it. But I kind of bought into what he was saying. Like I was looking at Shane's body language, almost like, yeah, it's not that he didn't want to be there, but it was kind of like, all right, man, I'm getting crushed right now. It is what it is. But
Yeah.
Federer just went off on just strong racks. Like Shane had a hard time breaking today.
It was, his break didn't work. But I mean, the last 2 or 3 racks of the match, he just went to a full-on
He just
head-on
thunderbroke him, yeah.
pinball break, basically. Yeah.
We actually
I
said it.
tuned
Well, I
in
think it was
when
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I tuned in with about 10 to go. Federer was at 40, and it was it was raining shit on Shane. If it wasn't Carl or Scott, I don't know what's wrong with this guy, and especially the chat and all the 950 Fargos,
Oh, they were
just
doing that
raining shit on Shane.
too.
Man, it was fucking embarrassing, bro.
I never really get it. I mean, the chat's the most. Listen, if you're born in today's society, you can't survive the chat. I grew up a Call of Duty kid, so I can survive any kind of shit talking. But I just, some of these guys in the chat, like you're saying, the 950 Fargos, like they just talk so much. They fixate on a player, or they fixate on a shot or something, and it's like, oh, this guy sucks. I can make it 10 times in a row. Yeah, it's whatever. Sure you can. I did that once with Tyler Steyer. There were people shitting on Tyler, and I was offering guys. I was listening. You playing for $5,000? I'll put the cash up. My money's still safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I do want to point out
that one post he had about getting in the box.
Yeah, I mean, I've put it up there before. Somebody want to play them? Let me know. The couple things that I do want to point out that I thought were cool that the Hilltop people did. They had the whole entire event was catered. It was catered food. If you go on Scott Frost's Facebook, he did a video today. Him and Carl I basically walked around with the camera and we showed the place off. It's a little building. It's nothing. It's not like this big action palace or anything like that. It's like looks like a little, like a realtor's office that you would go to like close the deal on your house or something. But it was cool. It was set up. You walk in and it's just a room with a pool table and about 20 chairs. And I know, I liked it. They had music playing the whole time. Everybody in the crowd was cool. Nobody was really making any noise. But if you went outside, there was an open bar. There was food. I mean, for dinner last night, I had wild mushroom risotto, tenderloin, and fucking asparagus. Tonight was lamb chops with Brussels sprouts and crab cakes. So, I mean, they really...
Wow. My goodness.
I was skeptical. Yeah, I was skeptical, to be honest with you. And I walked out of there going, like, I'm ready to come back. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And shout out to
I
Railbirds, too.
heard
Railbirds
him
TV
talking about the food.
Oh, the food was phenomenal. And then the other thing was, like, they had hors d'oeuvres, and then late at night last night, they were handing out sandwiches. So if you got a little shitty, you can grab a sandwich on the way out, so we're up on the hotel.
Yeah, it looked like there was no expense spared. John Lehman's there as referee. You got the two guys on the mic,
It definitely had a little intimate fight vibe. I liked it.
Nice. So when is the next one planned for, or is it just still up in the air as far as logistics and everybody?
I think what they have to look at is tournament dates. Like, when are these players going to be not in a tournament? I'm thinking probably October. But then that's right around the Mosconi push. So if it really is going to be Federer and Filler at that time, both of them are going to be safe. So they'll have time to spare.
I think that'd be a really good matchup leading up to Mosconi.
Yeah.
Is getting Filler and Federer in the box together. I mean,
especially if Fedor wins,
couldn't ask for better hype leading into the Mosconi than those two battling it out.
Yeah, I did see yesterday that there was a lot of people like shitting on Railbirds in the chat about it being like glitchy for the first few minutes. You're in the middle of South Carolina in a goddamn cornfield. Like, give it a break. Give it a little bit of time to catch up and buffer. But I thought they put on a good show.
The about 7 racks in, everything was perfect.
Yeah. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of time for your computer to catch up. I mean, we all know computers. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But they had good cameras. I thought their angles were well.
The thing that annoyed me, and this was something that I don't know if they realized they were doing or not, their production guy was coming across on the actual live stream feed when he was talking to Carl and Scott and telling them what was going on and stuff. So it was coming across on the live stream, and I'm like, oh, that's that one.
Yeah, they made that. Did they fix it for day 2?
Yeah, they had it fixed probably 30 or 45 minutes into day 1. So they figured it out.
Yeah, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but because the room had some music and I was close enough that at one point I could just smack the player on the back of the head. So I didn't want to open my phone and have any volume on. So I actually didn't listen to the stream until last night, when I got back to the hotel room. So but I thought it was well produced. I thought everything looked good.
It did. It was very well done. I mean,
they set us up in a hotel. The hotel was super nice and clean. It wasn't like a Motel 8. Oh, all in all, I was Sharkstream had interviewed me earlier. I give it an A for putting the event together. If I had to give it a grade, I would give it an A.
What if they would have served cheese like a cheesesteak? Would A+. Would you have shunned it, or would you have tried it? And
I probably would have tried it. There was a bar across the street, so I probably would have handed it to the drunks walking out of the bar. Like, here, try this, but So I will give you a quick story, though. So I got there Friday night, and there's a little bar there I think it was called Bar 134. So we go upstairs. They have an upstairs and a downstairs. Upstairs had a pool table. And it's players hitting balls. Nobody really knows anything. And for the entire time that I was there, I was talking shit, trying to get somebody into a match, a doubles gambling match with me and Carl Boyas. Because they had no idea who the British guy was. So I'm like, listen, I'll take my friend over there. He's from Britain. He'll be my partner. And I was trying to get a match in where we could basically gamble and get Carl up on the table.
No takers.
No takers.
Nits.
Oh, Jeff, I wanted to add something. I was listening earlier before I got on. Patty is not a combination of Josh Filler and Jason Shaw.
Okay.
He's a combination of a younger Earl Strickland and Jason Shaw.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Because I don't think Filler talks as much shit as either one of those two. Josh just kind of does the finger thing sometimes.
Well, it's also
the arrogant.
They have the same. It's the same. They have the same theme song.
I got you. Okay.
Oh yeah, Patty the Bad.
Yep.
It's a beautiful game played by ugly people.
I understand Jason's language, so I can understand it when he talks. But Patty is a little rough, man. He's tough to understand.
He's been hit a few times. It's definitely relaxed.
So I also wanted to touch on, you guys were talking about the national championships. I really feel that the American players need to support that event.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's how the players get to the worlds from the juniors.
Yeah. Speaking of Gavin, good on him. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the BCA is willing to listen. I was talking to Ed Ladawi over the weekend, and they are willing to listen to people that have critiques or constructive criticism, and are willing to make changes. So I really think that this could be a really great event going forward if the fans and the players and everything supported it. Because I know there were people that were messaging me 2 days into the event. Gabe Owen is one of them. Fucking U.S. Open champion had no idea that the event was going on. So I don't know if their promotion was not the
Yeah.
greatest, but we've touched on it before about how fans and players should be sharing out these type of events and trying to grow the bubble. And
Yep.
I really think that this could be a great event, especially being crowned a national champion.
Yeah, it's a big deal, and the prize money's good too. It's good money. So
And
show
their
up,
requisite is,
support
we're talking about people in the chat all the time, how they complain about how Federer's not American and everything like that. So Margaret was there, Margaret Steyer. I was on the phone with her a lot this weekend. And there were people asking her, well, Margaret, why are you not playing in this? And she flat out said, because I'm not an American citizen. So you have to be an American citizen to play in this event.
it.
So I like the fact that they're holding that to an American national championship or U.S. national championship. Not trying to show nationalism, but I'm just saying, Europe, Spain has a Spanish national champion and everything like that. I think it's a cool event the BCA is trying to put together.
And for people who complain that the U.S. pool isn't growing the way it should, and we need better U.S. pool players, this is specifically for us. This is it. This is how.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spend time all week digging for news stories and shit to talk about. I would have never known about this event if the woman, one of the organizers, wasn't on Melina Mike's show.
Okay.
And thank God for him being open to it and being a fan of it to where he gave it the proper time, because it's not out there unless you're subscribed to the pool national championship page. Who the hell knew about it?
Well, like the girls straight pool, the 19U, there was 4 players in it. And it's got added money. So why is there only 4 players in that event? There should be way more. Shout out to my girl, Ashi Benoit. She came in 3rd in one of the events. I think she came in 5th in the other one. But, 4 juniors in one event. There should be more than that.
Yeah.
And I would like to see that event grow more.
Yeah, it's look, we talked about Dylan going out there. Why isn't more people going out there? Obviously for a non-professional on the East Coast to travel out there, it's got to be a few bucks for him. But you go out there with your sights set on multiple events. It's not just $10,000 and that's it and you're out. It's you have a chance to cash in on a handful of events.
The entry fees were good. They weren't outrageous. Also, shout out to my junior player Skylar Hess. She qualified for Worlds. She beat Jordan Helfrey. You hear all these players all the time. Oh, there's never any events for the high Fargos. There's never any open events. Here they are. Where were you?
Mm-hmm.
So it's gotta
sitting at home complaining on the internet.
Sitting at home on the internet, yeah, bitching and moaning.
Yeah. This is not the natties, but I was scrolling on Instagram before and I seen this guy. He was like, I went up against the #1 woman in pool and she taught me a thing or two. And I'm looking at the person, I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I know both of you guys are ultimate pool fans. And who's this person? Her name's Becky or Beck something.
Bucum.
She's the #1 player.
She is a beast. And on the English side of things, yeah, she is an absolute Bucamp, yeah, absolute stone cold killer.
Wow, and that's obviously just a ranking system for.
Yeah, for the ultimate pool on the English side, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I seen this guy, #1 pool player. I'm like, whoa, who? Yeah, I'm not fully engulfed in Ultimate Pool yet. If you want to talk about the Ultimate Warrior, we can do that. But Ultimate Pool, no. Frank, so you connection's fine if you want to hang out for the rest
I'm
of the
good.
show.
I
So
got
we don't
I
have
got a
much
9 hour
left.
ride or 8 hour ride.
Moving on from Fedor and SVB and the Natties and everything like that. One thing I wanted to talk about: we have a rash of theft recently.
Uh,
A couple weeks ago, John Mora had his stuff stolen from his car. And then this weekend, a
my
guy who I'm
boy,
friendly with,
Vitali.
and I, yeah, Vitaly Patsura, man, what that it sucks. It's you spend so much time cultivating your game to your tools, and vice versa, and they become a part of you, and you spend more time with your tools to play the game than anything. You put money into them. You know that I look at the stuff he lost. So he lost 2 playing cues, his break cue, his jump cue, multiple shafts. Playing cues are $2,000 a piece.
Yeah.
Shafts are 500 a piece. Break cues $1,000. The jump cues almost $1,000. So he lost a pretty big chunk of change. And for a guy who, this is like if you're a fucking construction worker and you lose all your DeWalt drills and all that shit. This is the same thing.
You know, and the shitty part about that too is Vitali's actually a really cool dude.
I love
And I've known
Vitaly.
him.
Love
I've
Vitaly.
known him for yeah. I mean, you know him. I've known him for a while too. He just got married. He's you know, he does all the right shit. He doesn't talk
Yeah.
shit. He plays at a high speed, and
Respectful
you know,
guy. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. For this to happen, that sucks, man.
Yeah, I know the area that he was at. I used to run a pawn shop, so I'm trying to help him as far as that goes. He has some serial numbers. You know that's the best thing. If you guys get your stuff stolen, um, before you get your stuff stolen, have your serial numbers because I can tell you as a guy who used to run a pawn shop, serial numbers are the key to everything because most likely people steal shit and they bring it to a pawn shop. Pawnbrokers have to enter everything in by serial number. Everything's serialized. They have to enter that stuff in. Once they enter it in, it goes to a police hold for 30 days. So if anybody reports their stuff stolen and they have the serial numbers, when it gets to the point where it's scrolling through the police database, if the serial number's on a report, it's going to hit and you'll be able to get your stuff back that way. So I advise everybody who in our community and elsewhere be be on top of all your shit. If you're going to put money into a queue and spend a couple thousand to God knows whatever, you're going to walk out of the house with a $5,000-$10,000 bag worth of goodies. Have it backed up. Register your queues. Predator has such an easy registry site to use. Get your serial numbers, list them, because God forbid if your stuff ever gets stolen, you can go and make an attempt to get it back.
So
I
V's sponsored by Predator, and you know he might have cues that don't have serial numbers though.
he was we were talking this week.
All right.
He has serial numbers on his Revo shafts.
Okay, good.
On his cues, there's on the pin there's a U code.
Yeah.
That you can use as the serial number. I don't know if he has those, but at least he has them for the shafts. So if one out of the 10 things he had stolen pops up, hopefully
Listen, and I
it'll
want
be
to
a lead
add
for
to that
everything.
too. An air tag costs $30.
Oh, we
Stick an
talked
air
about that
tag.
too. Yeah, everybody
And
should
then
be putting air tags in their stuff.
the other thing is, you can insure your pool cues.
It costs, depending on what you have. So on the insurance side of things, it runs through your renter's insurance or your homeowner's insurance is one way to have it done.
Yep.
Or you can take out a specific rider on your pool cues. It takes some
$20 a
legwork
month.
on your.
I didn't know
give
that
or take,
shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine being insured, I was paying about $200 a year for about $3,500 worth of coverage. That would cover theft, stolen when they're going through the airlines, everything else that your renter's insurance or homeowner's insurance will not cover, because that will only cover your stuff if it's stolen out of your car. If it's stolen out of the bar, your homeowners or renters will not cover it.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen on my social media, I've put pictures before up of my cameras that I use, like my high-end cameras.
Yeah.
And I have them all, they all look the same with like this type of skin that I use. And they all have the same color and everything. And somebody asked me this weekend, they're like, "Oh man, your cameras look pretty cool. Like, is that like a branding thing?" I said, "It's kind of a branding thing. And it's one of a kind. If this shit disappears and I see it on the internet, I know it's mine.
Yeah.
Nobody else has it." So I would say a little bit if you're able to sort of customize. I mean, who was that a couple of months ago? Was it Shane Winters, I think? Had a cue. Was it what was that cue that he had? I think it was Incredible Hulk cue or something like that. That was made specifically for him, had his name in it.
That's right.
Remember?
I forgot about that
And
shit.
they found
yeah.
it. You know, and some guy was trying to sell it, and he's like, "Dude, it's
Yeah.
my cue," and it had his friggin' name in the queue. So you can't really beat that one.
I forgot about that.
Peach Hour will engrave your name in your queue for like $20 extra. Like,
Yeah.
get it done.
Or how's this one? Don't be a piece of shit and steal somebody's cues. You know, go beat them out of their cues instead of stealing them.
You know what I kind of have like a feeling like all this is about is because the Predator resale market is fucking crazy.
Yep.
BK rushes now, $800 BK rushes are fetching $2,000,
$1,200, $1,500.
I've seen instant. Yeah, these are regular people can't get a hold of a Predator item because resellers are buying it now and then relisting it on secondary sites.
Mm-hmm.
If this is getting out of hand to where people are seeing like, oh, I can get a BK rush, it's an $800 queue and I can get 3 times the amount for it. Why wouldn't they fucking steal somebody else's shit?
But
they see the little Panther on there. Oh fuck, I can take this and make a.
Don't be so goddamn lazy. Like my retort to that is, don't be so goddamn lazy when it comes to just waiting 3 weeks for them to mail you your queue. No, I gotta have it today. I gotta have that green Predator today. So I'm gonna double pay what it's worth just so I can have it today. Like I don't know. I think that's kind of outrageous, my own opinion, but I mean,
I was throwing a fit
this
when
is America. Resale is
when
resale. You can sell whatever you want for any price.
Yeah. I was throwing a fit when that girl at Bigglebacks was trying to sell BK rushes for like $3,000, and she was getting them. It's something that they know about. Predator can nip this in the bud. They can limit the sales of these things. You know.
Well, they do. That's why it's going like that, because Predator has a suggested retail value. If you're a dealer, you can't sell the queue lower than that price.
Yeah, they make nothing on them. That's why a lot of places don't carry them.
And you actually cannot raise the price either. So a lot of times when these people are selling them, they're buying them right away so they can then resell them, because only certain places only get a certain amount of queues. If you sell so much, you get more. But if you're only like a small seller, your chances of getting one of those queues are incredibly low.
So you know, look, I love Dominic, but how does he get away with doing stuff like this? You know, to where he has 10 of them in every different color, and he's putting any type of price he wants on them.
Because he's buying them probably from somebody else and not afraid to just shell out the cash right away. You know, with someone like Dom bets on himself. You know, Dom's not afraid to throw $3-4 grand of his cash into something, $5 grand into his cash and tie it up. You know, it's a crapshoot too when you spend $5 or $10 grand as a dealer or a broker to get a bunch of queues and then you have to sell them. One of my best friends, Kevin Steer from Integrity Queues, he's got $100 grand worth of inventory sometimes that he's got cash out on. And, you know, if you buy a $30,000 queue thinking that you can sell it for 35, 40 grand, you still got to put 30 G's out to make sure you can make that cash. Just like I'm sure you've done it with cars. You know, I'm sure you've seen somebody buy a Mustang or a muscle car down in the South, bring it up north and sell it for $5 or $10 more. They got to sit on the cash till they find a buyer.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see
Yeah,
Federer's
yeah,
cue that came out this week?
yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up too. Is he distancing himself from Viking, or is it just?
No, it's just
It
like
seemed
a
like he had
side.
more Viking products, and then slowly they're disappearing.
So that Viking Triple 60 are kind of all like a parent company. They're all involved together. So Viking does things with cue makers. Like Ariel Carmelli has a Viking cue that he created. Predator does the same thing. They did one with Sang Lee. I have a Sang Lee Predator cue. So Feder
Yeah,
did one with his cue maker. I think Alan Seward told me it was 6 minutes. They sold out all five of them at
Samurai or
$5,000.
something like that.
Yeah, $5,000 a piece. They sold out in like 6 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. It's like he came out with that bag with Viking. They put the big FG on it, selling it for $800, and then like a month later, he came out with his 3 seconds cue, and it's like it seems like the products are just like overlapping each other at this point.
Yeah. Well, Federer's branding himself with the FG line, but he's branding himself
Right.
through the companies that he works with. So, like, you could buy the Feder Gorse glove from 3 seconds, or you could buy the Feder
Okay.
Gorse, FG 57 shaft from Triple 60. So he's using his sponsors to also build his brand at the same time, which is a smart move.
Yeah, of course. Let's see what else we got here. So we talked about the natties, the theft. Yeah, so just close out on the theft. Guys, protect yourself. Get a hold of your serial numbers. Keep those jotted down. Air tags is another thing. Air tags can save your life. I don't know if you have a Android phone, if you could still use the AirTag, or if it's just conducive
Androids,
to.
we have our own. There's enough
Okay.
companies out there that make them.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah.
And for the love of God,
you can
stop
hide
leaving
them
your goddamn
anywhere.
cues in your car.
Yeah, right. My girlfriend sews AirTags into my sneakers, so she knows when I go to the massage parlor. You can do it with your cues.
Yeah, listen, the 3-second cue, the 3-second case comes apart so easy at the bottom. You can pop the pins out, pull the bottom out, throw it in there, and put it back together like nothing ever happened. And you've got an AirTag that's basically sewn into your bag. Like,
protect yourself.
Yeah.
You're investing money in these things, and it's not like it's cheap money. Shit, I was just calculating. Every time I walk out of the house with my pool cues, it's like I'm leaving with $12,000.
Mhm.
It's like I don't even leave with that much shit in my car. So it makes sense. Have a insurance policy if you can. What's it hurt to inquire about that with your local insurance? Have all that shit covered. It's worth it. Hopefully Vitaly gets his stuff back, because he seems like he has, serial numbers. So hopefully if they get sold, they can get found. Or hopefully he can get hooked up and Predator can slide him back some stuff, and
I'm
he can
sure
go on about
Predator
his
will take
business.
care of V, but as a friend and a fan, what I'm concerned about is his cues disappearing right before the big U.S. run of tournaments.
Yeah.
Because he's going to he'll be
Especially
at the
when he
Vice
has.
City, he'll be at the Florida Open, he'll be at the U.S. Open, so he's going to these big events with a cue he's not trusted with.
Yeah. And those cues that he got, it's not like you can get he has an icon, which I think is C4, and then the True Splice, which is not cues that you can just go around, pick it up off the shelf at your local ma and pa pool place. Like if he has to get those replaced, they have to come from Predator, and still they could be slightly different weights with wood resonance. It could be the same cue and still be different. So the time he had cultivating his game with his tools, that's lost. So guys, take care of yourself. Let's move on. I got a little product review. When these came out, we fucking bashed them. We sat here and we ripped these things up. I personally love Dynaspheres. I've been a Dynaspheres rep from way back. through Championship Billiards when they came out with the first set, the Platinum set, which I think they call Palladium now. But
Yeah,
I
I
love
have a Platinum
Dynaspheres.
set.
I love Dynaspheres. I love their product. I was one of a few people that got my hands on these through Cyberts. They had a few sets and they sold out very fast, within minutes, which is good because people are supporting the product. You know that this is something that was introduced to the 9-ball tour, and it didn't last on the shelves. So that's good to see. But what a fantastic set! It's a lot different from the previous Dynasphere sets. I mean, I don't know if they have any type of next gen resins or whatnot, but man, what a great set. There's no issues with the rolls. I've been playing with them all week. You know, 6 hours a day, beating the shit out of them. I love the colors. I love the 9-ball. I love the fact that we get two cue balls. You know, I've been using the one that says WNT on it, which I have no problems with. You know, I know that's not the one they play with at all times, but still, it's a great set. I'm a fan of all the colors. Even the 2-ball doesn't bother me. You know, whatever blue they have there. I thought the pink
I
could have
have
been a little
one
bit better,
critique.
but I love the green. I love the 9-ball. Great set.
I have one critique. I think all the stripes should have matched the coloring process of the 9-ball. So you have the black stripe on the 9-ball. There you got the black stripe with the yellow.
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
I think the
fuck is
stripes all
going on
should have
here?
followed that. I think it would have looked really
You guys
badass
still
to have
there?
the whole set like that.
Uh-oh, we lost Robert here. That's weird. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think that would have done it very similar to the way the Aramis set was done.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, so we don't got Robert. The inmates are running the asylum now.
Yeah. Hopefully he can rejoin the show himself, I imagine. Oh, man, yeah. So, man.
Do you have any action out on the match?
No, didn't get any action out on the match, thank goodness. Because
there was some action in the room. There were a couple bets placed before the match started.
Yeah, when the 4.5-inch pockets, I really thought that was gonna, and I guess it started out helping Shane, but he just couldn't stick with it. I guess I really thought that favored Shane.
I'll tell you, I did not see a 50-30 outcome.
When you can't make a ball on the break, it doesn't matter. 50-30? Yeah, no one did. That was wild.
Yeah, I saw. I think what I tell you, 50-44 is what I was calling, and even then, I was kind of skeptical about giving 6 games to Federer.
Yeah. Yep. It'd be interesting to that.
So does Shane take a while off in these money matches, or do you think he just doesn't go after Federer right now?
I don't know. I don't know who else would want to play Shane. I don't know who else Shane would even want to consider playing.
Yeah.
Because who's going to step up to play Shane in a long race 9-ball or 10-ball that's not Federer? And play him even anyway. Like, I can't see anybody hopping in the box and playing him even. Because no one else on that level really sits around and actually gambles for money, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, at that level, you don't have U.S. players. Yeah, like the overseas players don't gamble like that.
Right, they just don't. It's a shame. I mean, I guess he could find some random Filipino that might hop in. I mean, maybe Dennis wants to give him a swing at some point again. But
we have to smuggle Dennis into the country.
Yeah, he should be about due to be able to come back.
I think it's what, January?
He's probably only got, something like that. Yeah, about to say another 6-8 months. He should be good to go. Be interesting to see if he even comes back and does anything. He might just be content playing hay ball and floating around Asia.
Why not? The prize pools are so big.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So we got coming up next. Next 2 weeks is the.
I don't know, Diana. What's going on?
Man, I think told me
Coming
there
up
was a
in the
problem
next 2
with
weeks, you got the world championships for 8 ball for WPA women's,
Yep.
and then you also have we talked about it a little bit last week. At the end of the month is the Predator event in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to the ladies Jill and Jill matchups. I think that's going to be pretty cool.
That's gonna be a fantastic setup. Yeah.
Man, this is fucking. Did my thing go away?
Yeah. You disappeared. You were gone.
Thing popped up and said that
Is Rob back in?
there was a problem with Frank's. It said there was a problem with Frank's thing, and
I think we're all having little technical difficulties here.
Frank, can you hear me?
Oh, the show went off live on it dropped on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I just seen.
No, apparently not. At least not on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, it says the same thing on
difficulties
Facebook
happen.
also.
Yep.
I just drove through a really big storm in Charlotte, lightning, thunder, everything. So it might have just been some some outages or something.
But the clock's still going on the live thing. That's
Yeah, well, we're still recording, so hey, good deal.
Fuck it. It'll all work itself out.
So we got what else we got coming up? Vice City WNT event.
I had a couple
coming up at the end of this month. I think that's going to be a great event.
I had a couple races here.
Field's huge, 128 players.
Oh yeah, I forgot Johnny Archer. That's right. Johnny Archer versus Gabe Martinez. Johnny's gonna get. I think Johnny's gonna take the worst of it here.
Race to 50 old school rules.
Have we found out what old school rules means?
So, from my understanding, it is just one ball on the spot, rack for your opponent, push out after the break, normal stuff. It's not. It does not appear to be two push. Does not appear to be two foul push out. That stuff.
Okay.
Just one ball on the spot, rack for your opponent.
Got this one.
I think no early nines.
I hate that rule.
Yeah,
that's the whole point. That's the whole part of 9 balls right into 9.
Yep. Yeah, Bergman and Tomcat 2 weeks or a week from Wednesday. That's going to be a fun match.
Well, Bergman's given 7 on that one, right?
No, they're playing even.
Are you sure? I thought Bergman was given
ultimate pool rules.
I thought Bergman was given 7 on that. Maybe I was wrong.
I think it's just dead even. Because, I mean, Cousins is the best 8-ball player in Europe. So
yeah, he plays real ball.
I don't see why Bergman would have to give him anything. I mean, that should be a fun match.
Who's streaming that one? Is that new QX company?
Yeah, QX
that's
TV,
what it says, QX.
$20 pay-per-view thing. So I'm imagining it's some offshoot from Ultimate Pool, getting in the thing, similar to what Scott and Carl are doing, I imagine. Same premise. Unfortunately, it's behind a paywall, so we'll see how that works out for them.
Yeah, I like the money matches that have been coming up. Putting them on.
Yep. And so that leads us into the Ultimate Pool event that weekend as well. So 2 weeks away, basically, for all that.
Is that Kansas City?
Yeah, Kansas City.
I don't have that anymore.
Kansas City event sells out quick.
Yeah, they said 5-10 minutes. Every seat was sold.
Yeah.
It's got. The shootout's got a pretty good field. First time, Oscar's going to be there, so that'll be fun watching Oscar play.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, the ladies event is a little bit on the, I'm not going to say weaker side, but a lot of your normal Ultimate Pool staple girls won't be at that event because that's the World Championships that weekend for 8 Ball.
Yeah, and we were talking last week whether Ashley was going to be at Ultimate Pool or the World Championships, and she's going to be at the Worlds, not Ultimate Pool. So I guess they got their somebody got their wires crossed. So
you also won't see Duddy. You won't see Jordan Helfrey.
Right. Yep. But still be a good event overall.
Yeah, Ultimate Pool events, they produce
weird.
them very well. Always had a lot of fun watching those.
Very well done. And it is probably the most made-for-TV pool rule set that you have out there.
Yeah, there was a question that Bobby Hilton from the Shark Stream was asking people this weekend. And the question was, if you were new to pool, why should they watch the Federer-Shane match? And I thought that was a really cool question to ask.
That's a very good question. Unfortunately, with the results being the way they were, there's probably not a lot of good reasons, but I mean, it's two of the best. It's like if you're going to watch a UFC fight for the first time, you want to watch the two of the best people in the world go at it, and that's the reason. These are two of the best in the world.
Shane is the current best, or Shane was the best. Now Fedor's the best.
We are just under 7 hours until we get home.
Man, I drive, but I'm not arriving at my home at 6 o'clock in the morning on a drive anymore. I've given those days up.
I'm not going home. I'm going right to work.
Oh, good God.
Yep. I think it's silly with it.
All right, you guys. Let's. I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. I don't even know if Frank can hear me.
Yeah.
I don't. You can hear me. I don't know if he can hear me. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It says both of the shows are stopped on.
Oh, you can't wait, Frank.
See what I mean?
That's weird. Yeah, no, Rob's on the show right now. I didn't realize you couldn't.
I can't see him.
Oh, this is weird. Oh yeah, he can't see you, Rob. We got a major disconnect here, then.
Yeah, we got a whole dysfunctional connection here.
Oh, that's funny. No, I didn't know. Yeah, no, he'd been on. We'd been going. Oh, wow.
Oh, I had no idea. I was probably talking over him then.
Frank, can you see Rob?
No.
No. Okay. Rob,
wow,
you cannot.
What a fucking shit show today is.
I can see and hear both of you, though.
This is the first time I've ever had a problem on my end. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Huh. All right. Well,
boys.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna head home. Well, head to Philly.
Okay, Frank.
And then I'll catch up with you guys next week. We'll have we'll do a better recap show next week of everything.
Right on.
But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, buddy.
Frank.
Take care.
That's it.
Well, that was just weird. Okay.
Dude, none of my fucking power went out. My internet's still good. I don't know what the fuck happened. Maybe we need to get this OBS thing like Frank's talking about on the few issues I've had. It's like Facebook has fallen off sometimes, and
well, it'll be interesting to see if the show uploads in whole or if it cuts at the hour mark.
Yeah, you know what was weird today on YouTube was it had to like. And here, it fucking thing did it again. It's scheduling shows. One from 9:12 p.m., one from 11:01 p.m. I don't know why this fucking shit is popping up. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. But you know what? This is the first time in, let's see, in 3 years of doing a show that I've even had a problem on my end. You know, obviously we've had people with bad connections and fell off, but it was weird. The thing popped up and said that Frank had an issue, and I hit the box to clear it, and it threw me out. I don't know what the fuck happened.
That was weird. Yeah, no, because you were talking. Your Your picture just froze and your audio kept going, and then you dropped.
Weird.
Yeah. Well.
Weird. Let's let's do a couple plugs real quick and we'll end this show. I've been out to, everything's weird because I was in such a bad mindset from Jump Street, you know, with all this bullshit going on out here, and I was just done. I needed a break, and and Murphy's Law continues on today. All right, so let's let me have a drink here. Let me reset myself.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, let's do a couple plugs. First of all, that's all we talked about. The Natties, Fedor's, SBB, the Archer race, Dynaspheres balls, or a version of the Dynaspheres. Q theft.
Yep.
All right. Plugs. I have a car show that I am promoting this weekend. It is at Lee Heighton Ford. It is a Cars and Coffee, Saturday, July 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Donuts, coffee, come show your car off for a few hours. Join the shenanigans. These are big deal out here. You know, it's a summertime, summertime is a big time for everybody and their toys. So these Cars and Coffee and everybody's cruises are very popular. This is where I bought my car. This is Lee Heighton Ford. It's a great small town dealership. You know, they got a plot of land up the road that they're moving to eventually. But this is their first foray into a car show. So they've enlisted my help to help out with them. So I'm promoting that. I'll be there organizing and showing them the ropes. So if you guys see this, or I'll make a clip of it. So hopefully everybody can attend. It's in the morning, so it's not like I know we got some hot days ahead of us, so it's in the morning. Beat the heat. You're not going to be out there melting the back of your neck. You're in, you're out. Got a couple donuts and some coffee in you. So
and buy a new car while you're there.
Yeah,
right?
buy a new car. That's what I said. The coffee and donuts are free, but if you want a new car, you're going to have to talk to somebody.
And even then, you just have to pay the bank. You don't even have to pay them that day.
Yeah.
They'll probably even let you get 90 days until you have to make a payment. Like, ask.
Yeah,
I bet they will.
It's available sometimes. But they're good people, so I like them. So everybody come out and support those of you in the area. This I was telling Jeff earlier. This was going to be my last car show for forever or for a while because I've just lost the motivation to do it. This weekend, I was promoting another car show. For a month, I made the flyer, printed flyers. And 24 hours before the event, somebody changed the flyer. They changed the time. They changed everything about the car show. And when I inquired why, everybody lost their mind about it because nobody knows how to talk to people anymore. They said that I was bashing them and that I had made harsh comments when all I did was ask why. And in return, I got this sent to me in Facebook Messenger. If you show up Saturday, you're going to leave in an ambulance. So, yeah, this is where this shit becomes unfun for me. It ain't my first, it ain't my last death threat. I plan on getting plenty more in life. But that's uncalled for.
Yeah.
Especially when it was a show for fucking breast cancer or whatever the fuck it was for. A total piece of shit, and it's nobody with there's no avatar on there. As soon as I read it, they deleted the fucking profile and it said no name. I filed a report for bullying, harassment, whatever through Facebook. I don't intend to get any satisfaction out of it, but whoever did that, what a piece of shit. I ain't hard to find. If you want to find me and you want to throw some fucking hands, I'll give you my address if you want. Text me back. I'll give you my address. I'll give you my phone number. We can meet up at Wawa and I'll kick your fucking ass. So, by all means, reach out to me again. So yeah, that includes my car show stuff. Now for our plugs, our friends, Obviously, Frank was on. We had some connection issues. Frank is the Lord and Savior of billiard networks. Frank is his baby is BSN, Billiard Sports Network. Check him out. Obviously, he's doing the Vice City coming up, and he's in charge of Ultimate Pool Philadelphia at his pool hall, Bluegrass Billiards in Philly. So please get a hold of Frank on his social medias, Frank Mieletti, Billiard Sports Network. He's also has a bunch of, what would you call it, behind the scenes footage from the Fedor SVD race.
Tons of stuff coming up on this page.
Interviews and whatnot with Johan and some cool stuff to take a look at. So make sure you guys look at Frank Mieletti's pages. What else we got? Hammer Cues, Hammer Custom Cues on Facebook, Hammer Cues on Instagram. Check out our buddy there. And who can forget Max Eberly, my buddy Max, my fellow friend who doesn't believe in space like I do. If they were really walking on the moon and Neil Armstrong was the first guy to walk on the moon, how come they got a camera crew there? Answer us that. Anyway, Max Eberly, he's the king of instruction. He has a one-stop shop for all things Max Eberly. It's maxeberly.com, maxeberle.com. He's also got a bunch of social media. Official Max Eberly on Instagram, Max Eberly on YouTube, Max Eberly on Facebook. His YouTube channel is great. Who can forget about his book, Zen Pool? I say it every week. If you don't have the book, you are a... Tell him, Jeff.
A nitwit.
A nitwit. Go out and buy Zen Pool. It's like $10 on Amazon, $10-15. He's also got the Pro Pool Academy. It's like $200 or like a few installments of $40. It's a lifetime access. And he's got volume after volume after volume of workshops and things you can work on. If you take him up on his training, I think he's in Las Vegas now. I don't know where he's heading after this.
He's around Las Vegas right now with former high-stakes poker legend Brad Booth. Right now,
there you
absolutely fun stuff. Brad Booth,
winners find winners.
Brad Booth has one of those memorable moments from high stakes poker where he just drops in 3 bricks of cash, $100,000 a pop, with deuce 4 to bluff Phil Ivey off of pocket kings, and it's one of the most memorable plays that's ever happened on that show. And it's still just, the second I saw him with Brad Booth, I was like, oh, that's snap. That hand just pops back into my head. I feel like I'm 21 again. It's great. So, yeah, hit up Max in Vegas, man. Good times.
Yep. He says he'd take you up 100, 200 points in your Fargo rating. And with a claim like that, how could you not want to get training like that? So look at our buddy Max. Maybe if you're lucky, he'll describe to you how vegetable oils are bad for you.
And they are.
They are.
Seed oils.
Seed oils. There you go.
Seed oils. Very, very serious stuff. They really are crappy for you. That's why we're all fat and heart disease.
Yeah.
Anyway,
French fries are good. Chicken wings are good.
Beef tallow, though, very good.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. There's a burger place that opened up, and they make their burgers in beef tallow, and people have been raving about them. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. Beef tallow, chicken tallow, whatever tallows are out there, I'll check them out. Well, my brother, that concludes our time here, our choppy, problem-filled time.
It's okay. Onwards and upwards.
I'm gonna have to kick myself off my own show. I'm gonna have to write myself a mission statement. No.
Yeah. Go back and reread your own. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Oh fucking Riverside, huh?
Ah, man.
Get your problems together, Riverside. All right, you guys. For myself, for Jeff, for Frank, check us all out on social media. You know where you can find us. And we'll be back next Sunday. So until then, take care. Comb your hair. And if you send death threats, go fuck yourself 2 times.